Mark Bishop Show. Truly like a box of chocolates. You never know who you're going to meet. From business, lifestyle, and fun. Here's Mark.
Hey folks, have you heard about the new vegan cheeses that keep cow families together and are cholesterol free? Well, the vegan cheese market, it is booming. It's already valued at $3.5 billion, and it's expected to reach $9.8 billion by 2033. So what does that mean? It sells a lot more. Never before have there been so many creamy, melty, mouth-watering vegan cheeses available, as more shoppers than ever ditch dairy cheese. Why? Because they're lactose intolerant. They're concerned by animal agriculture's impact on the environment, and they want to lower their cholesterol. So, vegan cheese contains none of that. And the most important thing from PETA's perspective is they want to protect mother cows and their calves. And my word, they should. Amber Canavan is manager of campaigns for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, our good friends PETA. Hi there, young Amber. How you doing?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. So why should someone choose vegan other than the three good things I gave before? But why should they choose vegan cheese over dairy cheese?
Well, aside from the fact that vegan cheese is delicious, the reason PETA's talking about this is, of course, because of the animals, the impact on the animals that the dairy industry has. So a lot of people don't realize that cows produce milk for the same reason that all mammals do, which is to feed their babies. So the dairy industry actually forcefully impregnates cows, takes those beloved babies away from them, and they can be heard sometimes crying for days after their babies are dragged away, just so that milk that was meant to nurse their babies can be sold for a pizza topping or a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, right. Well, Amber, we know that cows are fascinating. They can recognize the faces of their friends in photographs. They even mourn when a loved one dies or when they're separated from one another, as you're saying with the bubbies. Yet in the dairy industry, cows are forcibly impregnated. Now, when you said that, eyebrows went up. And, their newborn calves are taken from them, that the milk, meant to nourish their babies. But as you say, this could be sold for pizza toppings, right?
Right. It's just so much unnecessary suffering when we have those delicious vegan options available. Cows are amazing animals. If you ever have the chance to visit a rescued cow at a sanctuary, you'll see how feeling and intelligent they are. There was actually just that story that came out last week or so about Veronica, the cow in Austria, who is stunning scientists by using tools. Tool use is something humans first thought only they could do. And then we found out some other primates could do it. And now we're finally paying attention and realizing that a lot more animals have so much more capabilities than we ever gave them credit for. And we really need to take that into consideration with what we're doing to them just for meat, dairy, and eggs. We're factory farming these animals, mass raising and killing animals for food when it's completely unnecessary. We can have a much healthier, more environmentally sustainable food system by producing those vegan foods and leaving those animals alone.
Yeah, newborn males, I've been guilty of this. I love veal, but they're slaughtered for veal, the bubbas, and while the female calves endure the same fate as their mothers on the milking line until their bodies wear out, and then they're sent to the slaughter. But Amber, I do know that some cheese contains the very same bacteria, which is called, I think it's called brevi or brevi bacterium, and it's found between, get this, human toes. And it's another extraordinary and little-known fact about dairy. It's addictive. Cheese contains casomorphins, chemicals that act on the brain to make a cheese eater crave more cheese. So that's it. You see, that's how it's done. Yuck. So what are the different kinds of vegan cheeses we can talk about?
Right. Yeah. So when you hear people say that they're addicted to cheese and they just can't give it up, there really is something to that. So we are encouraging people to break their cheese addiction by trying these healthy, tasty, delicious vegan cheeses. There are so many brands out there and varieties. So for whatever your needs are, whether you are making a grilled cheese sandwich or some mac and cheese, or if you're wanting some of the fancier cheeses to eat with like cheese and crackers, some of our favorite brands out there are Daya, BioLife, Treeline Cheese, Kite Hill. There are vegan cream cheeses for people who like their bagels in the morning like me, or also who like cheesecake like me. So you can really just have everything that you're used to, just swapping in that vegan version, and it melts just like cow's milk cheese does. We have a full guide to that for anyone who's feeling a little daunted or confused by what's out there. PETA.org/cheeses. It's our one-stop shop guide, shopping guides. We also are always happy to send people our free vegan starter kit that has recipes and meal plans.
Yeah, that's a great idea, folks. PETA, PETA.org. And just fill in the thingamajig and they'll send it to you. It's free. It is free, right?
It is free, absolutely free.
Okay. Now, what was I going to ask you? Oh, yeah. Vegan brie. So these particular tastes that we have normally, like cheddar, Gouda, mozzarella, pepper jack, American cheese, they're all in vegan too?
Yeah, you can get all the varieties that you're used to, just those vegan versions. The chefs and the food companies have been getting very creative. I've even tried like vegan goat's milk cheese on some crackers before, and it's absolutely delicious. You just want to keep eating more without those casomorphins, though.
Yeah, well, the goat's cheese, I don't know, but it's better than you think. It's all in the mind, I know that. So where can you find all these wonderful vegan cheeses, and how do you use vegan cheese in recipes?
Well, most of the time you're at the grocery store and you're looking at the cheese aisle. Just take a look around and see if you start noticing some of those brands that I mentioned. Usually they're stored right on the same shelves as the cow's milk cheeses. Sometimes the store might put it in a specialty section. But most grocery stores these days do carry a selection of vegan cheeses. If they don't, you should yell at them and make sure they do, because you're missing out and they're missing out on sales.
Right.
But yeah, you can just swap anything in for that dairy version. So like a vegan pepper jack slices on your sandwich. You can melt some cheddar, get it down for your nachos, vegan Parmesan on your pastas. Everything's going to look and taste the same, if not better,
right.
Because you know that you are helping spare the lives of these cows, keeping these mothers with their babies. And
Lovely.
Really, at the end of the day, that is worth it. But this stuff's also cholesterol free, too. So
cholesterol, yeah.
That's the health aspect.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Does PETA provide a recipe diversification of stuff you can make with vegan cheeses in these stores? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, PETA's got thousands of recipes on our website.
On your website.
You can, make your own cheese sauces for your mac and cheese and stuff like that, too.
Okay.
If you are a little more adventurous in the kitchen, you can totally make it yourself or just swap in the stuff from the store.
PETA.org, PETA.org, ladies and gentlemen. Amber Canavan was my guest. Many victories include getting Starbucks and other coffee-selling chains to end the upcharge on vegan milks and persuading the big one, Costco and Target and Albertsons, to stop selling coconut milk sourced from brands that depend on forced monkey labor in Thailand, and getting Kikkoman to end decades of long experiments on animals. You are a brave one, Amber. And what did you do? Yeah, before you got to PETA, you earned a bachelor's degree in environmental studies from the Saudi College of Environmental Science and Forestry. Good on you, mate. Keep up the wonderful work that you do. Say hello to the gang at PETA.
Will do. Thank you so much for having me.
Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Join us again for another episode of The Mark Bishop Show. It's a production of Mark Bishop Media.